night before closing arguments. The former members aren't sure whether the evidence presented will convict Wayne Bent. But whatever the jury decides, Prudence's mind is already made up.
Even if he goes free, he's guilty.
Yes.
So, free, guilty, it doesn't really matter, he still did it. And I think that because they didn't allow the evidence of him having sex with the other virgins, and if the jury would have known that, I think that he would have been guilty for sure on all counts.
I think it's gonna be, what God wants. I think if Michael, by the law's standards crossed the line, I think he should go to jail.
I want it to be done either way. I'm done with dealing with the stress of it.
I would love to see everyone out there freed from the control that Wayne has on everyone.
Tim believes there's even more at stake for the cult members.
I think if he walks, they die. That's how I see it. They're gonna all die. He's gonna kill them, they're gonna commit suicide. They won't last long. If he walks, they won't last long.
Day 5 of the trial of the state of New Mexico versus Wayne Bent. The presentation of evidence is complete. But before the jury makes its decision, the state and defense present their closing arguments.
This case is not about religion. It is not about making a determination if Mr. Bent's beliefs are correct or wrong, if they're better than anyone else's beliefs. This case is about Mr. Bent's misusing his trust and authority over these two young girls. He used his position of authority to cause these girls to come to his room, to lay naked, and while they lay naked, he committed criminal sexual contact.
This is my new BFF. Let me tell you why. Because the state has to prove criminal sexual contact of a minor. He would have had to touch intimate parts of the body. And both girls got on the stand and I said, did he touch you anywhere on your body if you were wearing a bikini that would have been covered by the bikini? And the girls said no.
The jury retires to deliberate its verdict. A gag order has prevented Wayne Bent from talking to the media. But now, with the testimony complete, he's free to speak his mind.
They killed Jesus for a lie.
Yes.
And it's up to this generation to prove what it's going to do with this. But they had to lie about Jesus to get rid of him. And they would have to do the same to me.
He's a liar. Everything he says is a lie. I mean, let's make it real. He's slept with his daughter-in-law. He's got seven women he slept with. I mean, that's the reality. I mean, that's what's real. He said it's all spiritual. Then why is he physically sleeping with them? Why do they physically have to lay in bed with him if it's spiritual? It's a lie. Everything he says is a lie.
Unaware of any tension, Lakeisha takes the chance to embrace the man accused of molesting her. Wayne Bent declares that he'll stop eating if he's found guilty. Back in October 2008, Bent and many of his followers fasted in protest over the charges brought against him. When he failed to make a court appearance, he was arrested and put in jail for 22 days.
If I go to jail again, I am not going to live there. I will not.
How long will that process? Will you just deny any food, water?
Yeah. Well, I think I would probably drink water. But it would be a prayer time, asking God to deliver me. And if he didn't deliver me, I would die there. But I'm not going to live in prison.
Would all of you fast? Everyone here? 48 numbers, I believe.
Yeah, you couldn't ask me that question because I don't know. I know what I would do, but I wouldn't, I don't invite anybody to do what I do. But I'm not their controller, and I'm not their dictator, and I've never tried to get them to do anything.
After 4.5 hours of deliberation, the jury is unable to reach a verdict.
It's the court's intention at this point in time to bring in the jury and to release them for the weekend and bring them back on Monday morning to continue with deliberations.
To the delight of his followers, Wayne Bent is allowed to go home to Strong City for the weekend. Seth, now reunited with his parents, is invited to return with them.
I already told them that I didn't really want to see or talk to Wayne, and I said, if you don't want me to come out, that's fine. They said, no, you don't have to talk to him, so hopefully I'll just have a good visit with my parents, and I'll let you know.
The former members worry that the lone deliberation is a bad sign.
I just wish the jury had more information. I think if they just had a couple more pieces of information, it would already been decided.